So here's a little update on the air-assisted clutch on this bus. The trouble with just the air cylinder by itself was that it was pretty lurchy, and I couldn't get the clutch to modulate, so it would grab, and either the bus would stall or it would shoot ahead, and neither was ideal. So I messed around with it quite a bit. I couldn't slow that cylinder down at all, but what I eventually did was I should back up a little bit. It's been a while since I talked about this, but the clutch I've got, so it's a manual transmission. There's no mechanical linkage between the clutch pedal and the actual Road Ranger transmission clutch. There was no room for linkage. Everything is squished in there pretty tight. So I put this air cylinder alongside the motor, and there is a trailer hand valve connected to the clutch pedal. I'll show that in a bit here. And so when you push the clutch down, the trailer hand valve opens and it sends air to the cylinder, which is connected to the original linkage from the Freightliner that I stole the driveline from, and that actuates the clutch. So it was pretty grabby. So what I ended up doing was initially I tried a few things. I couldn't get it to smooth out. So then I tried a screen door closer, which is just a cylinder with a spring in it and a controlled air release. And when you open a screen door, it opens as quick as you like, but then when you let it go, this screen door closer modulates the closing speed, and you can actually adjust the closing speed so the door will close slower or more quickly. And so I tried one of them, and it worked really well, but it blew apart right away. It wasn't strong enough. So I replaced it with two of them. So there they are. They're like $12 each. So they are mounted on two brackets that are attached to the clutch linkage. And there's actually two Phillips screws. I don't know if you can see that, but right in the ends there's two Phillips screws. And you can wind them in and out to modulate the closing speed a little bit. And I've actually got them wound right in. I'd actually like them to close a little slower, but it works. So yeah, so that's the clutch end. And then I'll just close the hood here and show the clutch pedal. So there's the clutch pedal. Kind of see the linkage there, I think. And there's the hand valve. So I had it mounted somewhere else before, but eventually I put it directly above the pedal, which works really well. And so when I push the pedal in, which is really easy, you can do it with two fingers because the air cylinder is doing the work and not your foot. So it's like a 5-pound pressure, and you can adjust it just by changing spring pressure. I've got two return springs on it. The heavier the springs, the harder it is to push, pretty much. But I've got something that gives me a bit of feel, but it's not too hard to push. So pushing it down is nothing. So I'm going to fire it up and I'm going to show you what it does. So what I do, should have closed that hatch because it's noisy now, but you can put it in any gear. So I'm going to put it in about third here. And I can take my foot off the pedal quickly as I like. Make sure the brakes are released. I just let that go and off I go. Putting it in reverse, I just let go of the pedal and off I go. And I can lift it off in fourth, which is almost stalled, but it went. Plus it's a little cold. If it was warmed up, it probably wouldn't alert so bad. But 3 is pretty comfortable. I can lift it off in third, and it goes. You don't have to worry about slipping the clutch at all. You just take your foot off, which is probably kind of lazy, but I don't know. It makes driving a manual transmission vehicle with a clutch pretty simple. one more time here. So third gear, taking my foot off as fast as I like, and off I go. So I'm going to call that a success. Wasn't sure how that was all going to work out. I thought at the end of the day, if this all failed, I'd just use a cable mounted clutch, but this is working just fine, so I'm just going to leave it like that.